Alright, hello everyone. And today we'll be playing Motochika Chosokabe's story in Samurai Warriors 2.
History will turn before me.
I love his voice. You're gonna hear me say that a lot.
Welcome. We have plenty of nice items for your perusal. Please, have a look.
Because this is the only game I've ever found where I can hear this guy. That goes for basically every voice actor in this game. I tried to look it up before in like Agile Voices or Agile Sounds, whatever the company was called. I couldn't find like anything else they did. What sort of weapon do I give him? That's not bad. Probably use that. See what he would turn into. Nah. Okay, yeah, we're going with this one.
Looks like
The waves of history swallow everything until we are all spat back out as flotsam. And then we are gone. Great leaders full of ambition, vast armies full of aggression. They approach this island intent only on making their own history. So be it. If destiny dictates that I follow the others who have been swallowed up, then I will go. But they will remember my name.
In the year 1585, the hero of Tosa, Motochika Chosokabe, united the island of Shikoku under his rule. Just as his star was on the rise, however, Hideyoshi Toyotomi arrived in Shikoku with a great army, as the first step toward achieving his late Lord Nobunaga Oda's dream of uniting the land. Aware that the mighty waves of history were threatening to swallow him whole, Motochika set forth nonetheless. He would prove his worth by fighting against the tide.
Surrender, and my name is lost. Resist, and I live forever. Chapter 1. Annexation of Shikoku. History will not forget my name.
Well, he's not wrong about that. Although it still took 2.5 games for him to actually be recognized by Samurai Warriors. Guess you can count Xtreme Legends as a half. I didn't even think about who to bring him as an ally. Who to bring as an ally for him. Sure, let's have fun with Matsunaga. And yeah, that was one of 2 unique cutscenes Motochika has. He does not have very many. So this is a brand new stage for him.
The island on which we stand will decide the fate of Shikoku. I will see it dyed with my blood before I see it in the hands of a ruthless tyrant. Hurry to the North Shore and give them a warm welcome.
I will be proud to die defending the land I love.
This sea will be full to the brim with our corpses before we surrender.
Fighting for you, my lord. Death would be an honor.
To see such brave men die would be a tragedy indeed. We must prevail, my son.
Yes, my lord.
Yeah, you'll notice the generic Nobuchika has a different voice than what is appropriate for his model. Pretty sure they did that just to make him stand out. Motochika has a charge side moveset. Ow.
Such numbers. And true soldiers, not mere dogs. This Hideyoshi will be a man worth meeting.
Try not to interrupt him here. Motochika has a charge type moveset, which is my favorite.
Know how much he inspires us. For him, we would gladly lay down our lives.
And as you can see, several of his attacks can drop these tiny orbs, and his square string will make them explode. Or just anytime he plays his shamisen. Like any attack like that will do it. So he's a fun little gimmick where you can place the bubbles around and then just have them explode all over an officer.
I am forced to expend my valuable energies just because these fools will not see reason. Very well. The unreasonable forfeit their right to live. Finish them.
You're gone.
He went a mile into the air.
I bow to your skill.
Yeah, his R1 square summons a tsunami.
Fortress and sink that ship.
Or essentially, it's like Motochika, you surf. His R1 triangle has him summon a ton of those purple bubbles.
To die in glory for.
You can explode them all at once. But they both cost Muso to use, which is a bit unusual.
Is not lost.
Save Chikazane over here.
Test your skill against my skill.
His charge 4 is pretty reliable. His charge 5 hits pretty damn hard. And the enemy has a hard time blocking it. And if you mash square, he just jams on the shamisen.
I bow to your skill.
His charge 1 and his charge 3 will deploy the purple bubbles.
You're gone.
Such prowess in combat.
Also, his dash attack is great. Does a freaking power slide. Now, do I want to push further into the right? Yeah, Mitsunari is controlling those cannons, isn't he?
No one will forget my name.
Have you ever even seen your own face?
Look out! Here I come! Don't waste your energy. You'll never match Hideyoshi. You have to understand, this is no longer the age of heroes. This is the age of reason.
Then, as one of the last heroes of a bygone age, I am duty-bound to fight against reason.
And his Muso is just him jamming out.
You're gone.
Even though there's a rock star like finger point in the air at the end.
Enjoy your victory today. It shall be your last.
You think you can fight reason? You think you can deny your fate?
I can fight. But if my fate has been decided, then I cannot change it. But therein lies the reason for my resistance. I may die, but history will record my legacy of resistance. My fight will live on forever.
Sounds so freaking cool.
Safe, but I don't know about living to leave a legacy. I'm more about the here and now. You gotta make a difference in your own time.
Look out!
Hideyoshi, I guess, was just eavesdropping on that conversation.
This is a battlefield. Don't blame me if you get hurt.
You're gone.
Such prowess in combat.
I thought it was usual protocol for the commander to hang tight around his own cap.
I have left Nobunaga to guard it. If he falls, then so be it.
Ah, the balls of trust. So you do have emotions after all. Perhaps that's why you can't see what's best for your people.
You're gone.
I bow to your
Oh wow, he ruined my True Muso.
Sako has left the battlefield.
I guess we'll never hear his end line.
You're gone.
Such prowess in combat.
Yes, and I noticed aristocrats say that he, put down Persona 5 to watch his stream. I would recommend just going back to playing Persona 5. I love that game. Actually did a complete, like, playthrough of it.
Not disappoint me.
Actually pretty much into all the Persona games. I played a couple of the other Shin Megami Tensei games as well, like Digital Devil Saga and Devil Summoner. Oh, so Naga just bombed him. It's actually nice having a fire ninja on my side.
You're gone.
I bow to your skill.
The jump square attack is pretty good for like instantly destroying the purple bubbles. It's a nice quick way to get some damage out. Assuming some fat ass sumo isn't hitting you. Oh yeah, and I noticed during the last stream that whenever I mute my mic, there's like a 2-second delay, and it'll like, if I mute it like immediately after I say something, it'll cut off what I said, just because of the stream delay. So that was why I was cutting out a bit during the last stream. I'll have to pay attention to when I actually mute my mic. Which I started to do that because I got really annoyed with hearing like cars running by during the middle of a cutscene. So now I've just made it a habit of pressing the mute button whenever a cutscene starts.
You're gone.
There is a limit to the number of bubbles you can put out, though. You can't spam too many of them. Well, there's either a limit or there's a time limit. Let's find out. It seems to be a time limit as opposed to just an actual, like, limit of the number you can have out. And now you're gonna make me turn around, aren't you?
Do you people have no creativity? You fail once, you think you should just try the same plan again?
Motochika, do you realize what game you're in?
Test your skill against my experience. I dare you try to take my head.
They've only got one way to stop us. Take down the cannons!
I think Motochika's done a pretty good job of stopping you all on his own. Cannons have barely done anything.
Such prowess in combat.
You're gone.
I bow to your skills.
Yeah, so you're just ignoring me here.
Do not disappoint me.
For you, my lord, we are always ready to lay down our lives.
You have the respect of your men, Motochika. It takes me back to Sekigahara.
Nothing to say to that.
I bow to your skills. The time is now. I will defeat you to realize my ambition.
You're working for Hideyoshi right now, Ieyasu.
You disappoint me. Why Why would a man of such ability prostrate himself like a serf before these oppressors?
It is you who disappoint me. You have more talent than I ever had, and yet you sacrifice yourself for the sake of petty rebellion.
You're gone.
I bow to your skills. Anger is the enemy. I must endure.
There's dialogue with
Use your
Nobukatsu.
head.
Alright.
A new age is being built as we speak. It is the survivors who will steer its course. My position now is of no consequence. I am concerned only with the future.
I actually kind of thought like his fourth or fifth weapon was on this stage. Though I think, yeah, that's probably because his dream stage is also like, this is that same map. Just a different battle. So I'm probably thinking of his dream stage.
Iron is heavier than water. How about that for reason?
Man, that was a very delayed quip. Mitsunari has been defeated so long ago. Okay, there was nothing to say to Nobuchika. I guess we're still waiting for these cannons to destroy the other ships at the south. I didn't realize Hideyoshi was here. I thought he was further north.
Some things just cannot be helped. I know you want to make a stand, but you must have the wisdom to accept what you cannot change. But if you insist, I will not deny your wish.
Well, well. It looks like you've got your hands full.
It's this fool Motochika. I haven't met anyone so stubborn since... well, since you.
Is that right? This sounds like it could be worth my while.
It's weird how Toshiie is talking, since we know, like, in his story, he would be, like, struggling about what to do with Hideyoshi and Katsuya at this point.
You've got guts. I'll say that for you.
Also, I think this is, like, the only time you fight Toshiie, like, intended. And he's not just replacing his generic self, you know?
Can't take much more of this.
You're gone.
I bow to your skills.
Now, if that gate would open, I'd fight the other two officers behind it.
This is a stain on the good name of the devil Shibata.
You're gone.
I bow to your skills.
Is this gate even going to open? Who's behind there anyways? Just generics. You know what, who cares?
Must stay strong.
Oh, now you open.
I dare you to try to take my head. I dare you to try to take my head.
Two of the exact same generic.
No one will forget my name. You're gone.
The bubbles really deal a lot of damage.
You're gone.
Like, you wouldn't think it, but Motochika's damage output is actually pretty freaking high.
Bite, my army of bats.
Oh, now you're saying the charge?
Your teeth marks in the history of the age.
I mean, better late than never, I guess.
Sorry, I don't feel like dying today. Sayonara.
You're gone.
You don't know when to give up, do you? Come on, surrender to me and save me from having to kill you.
I could say the same to you. It is I who have your life in my hands.
But you won't kill me. You can see that I'm the way of the future.
I could kill you, but another would simply take your place. So be it. I will think of the best interests of my people and serve you. History will not forget my name.
Yeah, I think, if I remember reading right, Motochika being called a bat was meant to be like a derogative term. Not something he takes pride in.
Welcome. Please take your time.
And I think the next couple of stages are going to be rather generic. It just shows you, like, what it would be like if Motochika was actually here for these stages.
Chosokabe had triumphed over the Toyotomi. This battle, however, had shown Motochika the leadership qualities of Hideyoshi. Despite his victory, he decided that joining forces under Hideyoshi's leadership was the most prudent option to take. Having attained control of Shikoku in this unusual manner, Hideyoshi turned his attention to Kyushu. The dreaded Devil Shimazu was on the verge of uniting Kyushu under his rule. Hideyoshi sent Motochika to face him to prove his dedication to the cause.
It is on days like today that the future is decided. Chapter 2, Conquest for Kyushu. History will not forget my name.
Alright, well, Chad is complaining I didn't get a specific bodyguard, so I'm gonna back out and buy that one.
Welcome. Please take your time.
Let's see, Koshosho. She's not here. She would be an archer, and she's not with the archer group. So... come on, Maria, you have a unique name. Who do I get rid of? Who do I destroy? I know Nobutsuna. Despite, you know, being a commander of the force, Motochika's still just, like, stuck on the bottom. Nobuchika is actually in this stage by default. It's like your stand-in for Motochika. You can tell they intended to have Motochika be playable during the original game, but just didn't have time to implement it because, like... he's not, like, a generic, you know? He always has a stand-in.
I got big dreams. I'm not giving in till all of Japan is mine. If these Shimazu have a problem with that, they're welcome to a clobbering. Look out! Here I come!
This battle will bring great trials and hardships. Motochika, you think you can deliver what you promised in Shikoku? Let's see if you can distance yourself from the bonds of anger and sympathy. Let's see if you are brave enough to change the course of history.
You are gone.
Words cannot express your might on
Right, I should probably go and see if I have any lines with Nobuchika while I have the chance.
Nobuchika is leading an undercover force. It seems we will not fight together today.
May the gods protect you, my lord. I know you have the strength to bring peace to this era.
There's no need for dramatic speeches. We will see each other once more, when the battle is won.
And guess what flag Motochika just triggered?
Yuzio's help is essential to this campaign. We can't allow her to lose that pretty head of hers.
You're gone.
That's some very pretty work you're doing out there. First, we take Tsuruga Castle. That'll be the base of our attack.
That Motochika only appears as a generic in the Empire's games. Because they kind of had to have him, you know?
Overwhelming opponent. Unbeatable odds. This could prove interesting.
Come then. Let's pay our respects to the Monkey King.
foolish islanders. We'll put an end to you right now.
You're gone.
Play on, Motochika.
Show some respect.
Saying her unique praise quote from Motochika before they've actually interacted.
Their hearts and minds, or we might as well have stayed at home.
Respect. He is right. There are precious few who can earn such respect from their enemies, but he did just that in Shikoku.
Test your skill against my experience.
There was something really impressive about how I bombed him with bubbles.
No one will forget my name. You're gone.
Words cannot express your might on the battlefield.
Look out! Here I come!
You're gone.
That's some very pretty work you're doing out there.
Alright, I guess that reserve captain is gone. Just went outside the bounds of the map. So I'm surprised the line didn't play for Genchio. Oh right, they're all waiting for Nobuchika to die. Then he'll have interaction lines.
Come here. I'll teach you how to fight.
Do you think it wise to spill the blood of your brethren, all because of your pig-headedness?
Wise? Ha! I never considered the wisdom of a battle. It simply must be fought, and so must be enjoyed.
I fully intend to enjoy it. I fear, however, that you do not.
The only real downside about his Muso is that you will eventually push the enemy outside of the range for it. In later games, I believe Motochika gets buffed just by having, like, bigger shockwaves. Especially with his Charge 5.
You're gone.
A respectable showing, comparatively speaking, of course.
Well, I'm satisfied. Let's pull back.
No one will forget my name.
We have them! All units, charge!
to take my head. I dare you to try to take my head. Do not disappoint me.
You are gone.
Words cannot express your might.
I do love when they're hit by like 5 bubbles at once. They just go flying into the air. You're gone suddenly becomes very appropriate. I wish you could say it like he does.
This was just to see how good they are.
Here's my bodyguard, Maria Konishi? Yeah, Konishi. Is that the girl from Neo? The one that hangs out with Masamune?
You're gone.
A respectable showing, comparatively speaking, of course.
I know that girl's first name was Maria. I don't remember her last name. But I don't imagine there were too many Marias in Sengoku, Japan.
Distract them and signal for the ambush. Take Tsuruga Castle and cut the Toyotomi.
Also, I like Motochika's like horse moveset. It's just like kicking.
I'd like to see you fly out of this one, fool.
Nobunaga!
It's a good thing those musketeers aren't reloading and just shooting again.
He sacrificed himself to keep me alive. His death must not go unavenged. You're gone.
That's some very pretty work you're doing out there.
Hideyoshi taught me that one must overcome the emotions to do what is truly right. Today, I have learned just how hard that can be. But I will show him. I will show everyone that I can see the big picture. No one will forget my name.
Test your skill against my experience.
Enemies at the main camp. Send reinforcements.
Oh yeah, Nobunaga normally stops that ambush, doesn't he?
You're gone.
Words cannot express your might on the battlefield.
Yeah, apparently the musketeers only had like enough bullets for 1 volley. A shame.
Prepare yourself.
You're gone.
Might like that is a rare find on the battlefield. Tough break back there. I feel for you. I really do.
You foresaw this, didn't you? You knew this would happen. You set Nobunaga up. Is his life worth nothing to you?
Hate me, Motochika, if it will make you feel better.
If it will make me feel better, what good will me feeling better do?
Hideyoshi did foreshadow the hell out of this at the beginning of this stage. Mitsunari has nothing to say. Mitsunari just shrugs at the man losing his son.
I am a Tachibana. We have lost many of our number to the Shimazu. I shall accompany you in your time of need.
I do not need anyone's pity. I know what it is I must do.
Very well, but right now you are at an important crossroads.
It really depends on which story you're playing if they condone vengeance or not. Let the hate flow through you.
Not lose him. Let's go.
Prepare yourself.
Not disappoint me. I dare you to try to take my head.
Nobuchika's blood is on your hands. You will pay.
On my hands? Ha! Death is but a part of battle. If you want to cry over your loss, then leave now. This is no place for mulling baby. Your soul.
Do not give in to grief and hatred, Motochika.
No one will forget my name.
Inconceivable.
You're gone.
Everyone's essentially just telling Motochika not to go to the dark side.
Comparatively speaking, of course.
At least the ones that even care enough to comment.
This ain't no fun.
You're gone.
Light like that is a rare find on the battlefield.
Bye, Isa.
Drat. When did I get so old?
Where'd he land? Oh, there he is.
This is some kind of mistake. I never lose.
You're gone.
Kill me. Have your revenge. And end my life.
Do it.
If I were the kind of man who would give in to grief and hatred, then Nobuchika would have sacrificed himself for nothing. I will not take your life, even though you took from me. I will think of the future instead. History. Can you hear the cries of those who have no voices?
Like those pants like ripped too, like ripped jeans. Like later costume designs for Motochika really hammer in like the Rockstar references. It's a bit more subtle in this game.
Welcome. We have plenty of nice items for your perusal. Please, have a look. Looks like
Alright. Let's see if I can find what's her face.
we have a sale going on today. Don't let this chance slip away.
Oh, I don't see Kyushu, but apparently Nana was Motochika's wife or something. Bye, Maria. We had you for one battle.
With the Shimazu defeated and Kyushu in his hands, Hideyoshi Toyotomi turned his attention east to the only remaining resistance to his rule, the Hojo. Their base was the almost impregnable fortress of Odawara Castle. Hideyoshi opted to place his faith in number, amassing as many men as he possibly could. Hideyoshi's men advanced upon the castle from the east and the west. The eastern force featured the hero of Tosa, Motochika Chosokabe, who strode to the battlefield with the purpose of one who was fighting to honor the memory of one dear to him.
Nobuchika, your sacrifice will never be forgotten. Chapter 3, Siege of Odawara Castle. This land shall be my legacy.
Oh nice, they didn't play the Masamune cutscene. I think this is like the one time they don't do that. Now let Motochika start to this, because you start in front of a garrison that ambushes Hideyoshi later. Those Motochika, you get to just take care of it right away. Is there a Uesigi guy here? Yeah, a couple of these are the Uesigi. Oh, is that the guy that got sent over or something? I don't remember where his 4 covered that, but like, I don't think anything before it did. Like the Hojo just sort of took one of the Uesigi kids.
I'm counting on you guys to take down the Eastern Front. Now get to it!
The safe option would be to attack from the center and the south. But the enemy's eastern forces may pose a threat to our camp.
Well, you proved to me back in Kyushu that you really are on my side. To be honest, I've been watching my back, you know? But now I know I can trust you.
Hideyoshi. He talks of reason, then ignores it entirely in favor of emotion. Perhaps this is the balance a true leader needs.
Yeah, but did he have to kill your son for that? I don't believe he killed anyone else's son.
Look out! Here I come! Look out! Here I come!
Like, it's kind of an extremely unnecessary test for Motochika in particular.
That's some very pretty work you're doing out there.
You're gone.
Splendid. I shall endeavor to accomplish the same.
You're gone.
Impressive. Most impressive. First the gate won't open, and now cannons! Odawara Castle is truly formidable.
Stop the enemy from firing!
Guess that gate isn't going to open.
I can't stand to watch my soldiers get lambasted like that.
Ah, there it goes.
No one will forget my name.
There's only one thing deadlier than a blade in war. An empty stomach. Find out where they're keeping their provisions, and we'll starve them out.
Look out! Here I come!
You're gone.
Might like that is a rare find on the battlefield.
You're gone.
Splendid. I shall endeavor to accomplish the same.
When I was younger, the idea of like starving out the enemy never really...
And for the people of my land. Had I not overcome it, we would have been lost forever. Hideyoshi has shown me the qualities a leader needs. I'm only sorry I was too blind to see before. You're gone.
Everything he says sounds so wise because of his voice.
Pretty work you're doing out there.
Doesn't matter if it actually is or not. Yeah, the idea of starving the enemy out never really made sense to me when I was younger, because, like, the stage can, at most, last an hour. You generally don't starve in an hour. But now I've just sort of assumed that's, like, a minute, like, on the timer could be considered, like, an hour or a day of, like, siege time.
No one will forget my name. I meant to talk with you about allowing Shimazu to live back in Kyushu.
I am glad you let him go. The Tachibana do not merely desire the death of all our enemies.
Thank you. I see that you have mercy in your soul.
Mercy? For that oath? Ha! I simply meant that I want the pleasure of killing him myself.
You're gone.
Splendid. I shall endeavor to accomplish.
I think in Xtreme Legends he was already developing her tsundere qualities.
Perhaps our time has come. Yes.
The mind will throw many obstacles in the way of your heart's desire. But you must not always rely upon logic to support your every move.
Just follow your own faith. Make it sound so simple.
The path you must walk is not an easy one. The peril you face makes faith all the more important.
You are a wise man.
A fat man, but a wise one.
You're gone.
Impressive. Most impressive.
Tyler, I would starve in an hour.
I never thought the day would come when you and I would be fighting shoulder to shoulder.
I have no time for your girlish sobs begging my forgiveness. If, on the other hand, you've come to fight for a common ideal, then you are welcome.
Don't talk down to me, boy.
You're gone.
Splendid. I shall endeavor to accomplish the same.
I do like that he has an attitude towards Yoshihiro. Did kind of kill his son, or at least a part of the army that did.
A bit annoying. Take out the officers controlling them.
Historically, Motochika ate a lot of Papa John's. Yeah, I can see that.
Look out! Here I come! Impressive. Most impressive.
I think I already did that game.
No one will forget my name.
Young swordsman. I've been wanting
Young swordsman? Kotaro, did you even look at the person you said that to? Particularly, did you look at their weapon?
No one will forget my name.
The end is inevitable. Give in.
It's Kotaro's voice message. I was actually considering that, like he just left the recording there to say it. Assuming Masamune would get there first and not, you know, spend an hour to get here.
Look out! Here I come! Test your skill against my experience.
I actually thought Masamune was fighting down here, but it's actually Genshio and Ieyasu who have traveled towards Masamune.
You're gone.
Might like that is a rare find on the battlefield.
I'm actually not sure if they got Masamune's voice actor back for Xtreme Legends. I'm assuming they didn't.
Thank you. I shall not forget this.
They were literally fighting peons, and no lines for Masamune. Motochika should form a band with Jinji and Saiwenji. I want to say there's like a wallpaper in Warriors Orochi 3 that like essentially shows that happening. I'm not positive, but I think there is.
No one will forget my name.
Look out! Here I come! I shall be your opponent.
Oh yeah, I guess we also skipped the siege rep part of this stage as well as Motochika. Normally that's how this Odawara starts for people.
You're gone.
Splendid.
At least for the ones that start on the right side.
Accomplish the same. I shall be your opponent. I shall be your opponent.
Okay, other people seem to be remembering that wallpaper, so yeah, it must actually exist. And Yuan Chao is singing. Nice.
Might like that is a rare find on the battlefield.
You're gone.
Impressive. Most impressive.
A land ruled by this monkey? Chaotic, yes, but far too stupid.
You know, I would have liked to have played an Odawara stage that was like the full stage, both east and west.
Your strength and leave you unwhole.
Like that'd have been a fun, like, massive battle. Though I suppose the problem would be that it would be too big for the game to handle.
The land be unified. I'm not done having fun yet.
I think you've had enough fun for one lifetime.
Chaos will still prevail where I have failed.
You are gone.
Okay, seems to be some slight debate about that wallpaper. I suppose we'll find out when I eventually stream Warriors Archie 3. That's gonna be much less interesting to stream, though, because it's just gonna be all Japanese dialogue. So if you're not, like, actively looking at the stream, you're not gonna know what most people are saying. And I'm not gonna read out the entire game.
I will show you the power of the Hojo.
It's my experience.
I dare you to try to take my head.
I do love setting up the purple bubbles behind the enemy and then exploding them to open them up. His Charge 3 has a nasty habit of whiffing. But honestly, if you wanted to play Motochika effectively, you could really just spam his Charge 5.
The Hojo clan.
No one will forget my name. You're gone.
May at least our legacy go unforgotten.
You're gone. Hideyoshi, I'm glad I met you. My fate, the fate of my land and people, you've changed it all.
Oh, I didn't do anything. The real change happened within you. You are a man of infinite possibilities. You can create your own era.
Cool off. My name has been made on the greatest stage of them all.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention before, but in the first stage, Toshiie is the only one that just disappears. Doesn't show up again after that. Maybe you will for the dream stage. And I believe that was also the last we've seen of Hideyoshi now. Do I think Taishitsu beats his wife with the drums? Well, drums aren't his weapon.
Welcome.
So already you're asking the wrong question here.
Items for your perusal. Please, have a look. Think.
I guess there's no reason to buy a Kosha show if I already have Nana. On the Kuzugawa.
Odawara Castle had fallen. Hideyoshi had united the land. But the Toyotomi reign was destined not to last long. After Hideyoshi's death, his former retainers, the loyalist Mitsunari Ishida and the rising star Ieyasu Tokugawa, squared off for the right to rule the land. The various daimyo aligned themselves with either Mitsunari's Western Army or Ieyasu's eastern forces. They would meet on the battlefield at Mino. With neither side willing to make the first move, the great strategist of the Western Army, Sakon Shima, eventually led a troop to Kuzugawa. It was an attempt to lure the Eastern Army to their destruction. Momentum favored Ieyasu, but Motochika stood bravely in defiance of the tides of history.
Hideyoshi, the time has come for me to build a new age. Chapter 4, Battle of Kuzugawa. This land shall be my legacy.
Yeah, Motochika definitely isn't the worst character in the game. He's far from it, in fact. The worst, yeah, I would agree with, Rizfar, Yoshimoto. Like, not even necessarily just because of his moveset, but, like, his stats are just pitiful. I forgot how much, like, individual character stats affect this game. I suppose it's more noticeable on, like, hard and when you have more levels in. The fourth weapon, block your enemy's egress and defeat the enemy reinforcements. Which translates to block off the enemy escape route, defeat Kojiro, Tadakatsu, Ina, and Hanzo. Complete this within 8 minutes. If I have to defeat... Oh, okay, victories defeat all enemy officers, so I need to leave some generic alive.
This is the fight that's going to lead us on our path to conquering Japan. So we'd better win. And we'd better win big. Let's embarrass these guys.
Hideyoshi's time has gone. It is time for a new leader to raise his hand. But Hideyoshi's vision must not be lost. Today we will see if Mitsunari is the man to realize it.
In a battle where Mitsunari isn't even here.
We lured the enemy. Now we're going to trash him. No! It's a trap! Pull back!
You are gone.
I sense the spirit of the devil in you too.
Do not speak to me.
My experience.
You are gone.
Play on, Motochika.
We have to secure an escape route. Hurry!
I think I need to go and fight that guy to get Kojiro to appear.
Be your opponent. We're gonna cut off their retreat. Follow my lead.
You are gone.
I sense the spirit of the devil in you too.
No, you don't. Shut up.
You can't keep me away when blood is in the
Oh no, he just shows up on his own.
So you've done it again. You've sided with the overwhelming outsiders. You know, they have a name for people like you.
They have many names, and I've heard them all. This is the way I live my life. I will stand against the current until it sweeps me away.
Are you excited at the chance to be slain by me?
I shall be your opponent.
Mitsunari is here. Oh, he is. Okay. Huh.
You once told me, Mitsunari, that only a fool fights against the tide of history. But the tide now favors you. Have you become a fool too?
Perhaps I am a fool, but I am prepared to be labeled as one if I must, to realize the dream of a friend.
Well spoken. You are gone.
I don't think he's normally in this battle. Like, isn't Sakon normally the commander here?
one will forget my name.
I hate when they stop me from getting out the purple orbs. Getting annoying.
You're gone.
Such prowess in combat.
Didn't want to waste my full Muso on him, but
You wouldn't have been worth the stain on my blade.
Don't get too excited. I'll be back to play with you later.
alright, so now I guess I need to go after all the Muso officers.
I cannot die just yet.
I'm not sure where they appear. I believe Hanzo appears on the left. It's since they're not here and I can't just, you know, run to them.
Here I come.
You're gone.
A respectable showing, comparatively speaking, of course.
It is just as Hanzo said.
There we go.
If only I had arrived sooner.
I love how she said that when Tadakatsu was right there.
Ina, you deal with Shimazu. We shall attack the main camp and create an opening. Do not disappoint me. Test your might on Mikawa's finest.
Ugh, can't you do anything right?
Who was that in regards to, Genjio?
Hanzo, our opportunity has presented itself.
I crawled across the land.
There is no honor in treating one's life recklessly.
You're gone.
Words cannot express your might on the battlefield.
Now let's see. Hanzo's in the middle, Ina's at the top.
You will die.
The fact that I am still here after all that has happened means something. I could have given up in Kyushu. I wanted to. I could have succumbed to my fate and faded away. But I did not. How is it that you are still alive, Hanzo? Is it pure sheer force of will? The will to see your master's dream come to fruition?
In your soul. May my master's enemies feed this land with their blood.
Very well. I will face your will and see which breaks first.
Enemies at the main camp. Send reinforcements.
You can really tell Hanzo's voice actor didn't come back.
A message for me, Shadow. Tell him that he and I are a lot alike. We each have a burden to bear and a vision to strive for. And that is why there can only be one of us. I look forward to meeting him on the field of battle. You're gone.
Which, despite Hanzo not coming back and having any lines for that conversation, Motochika talks to him for a while.
Failure.
Look out! Here I come!
I be your opponent.
My bow shall deliver you unto your grave.
Yeah, I really don't think he's hinting at the fact Hanzo should be dead by this point. Especially considering Hanzo's like alive for everyone else on this stage. I think that just happened to be their conversation.
You're gone.
Was that quick enough?
Still not enough. Still not enough.
Looks like it was. Yeah, Jim out.
Play on, Motochika.
I am. And everyone's dead. Ow! Alright, well, fuck you in particular.
No one will forget my name.
Also, I like how, had that one peon warn me that enemies were at the main camp, but I lose if anyone dies, don't I? Yeah, any allied officer dies. Motochika, really? Motochika, you're embarrassing yourself. What is this? Come on! There you go. I knew you'd get it eventually.
So, it seems you and I are destined to fight alongside one another.
This displeases you?
No, I admire the fact that you never expect to emerge from a battle alive.
Not disappoint me. Not.
Yeah, she makes it sound badass.
Thank you. I shall not forget this.
A respectable showing, comparatively speaking, of course.
You're gone.
I sense the spirit of the devil in you too.
And again, nothing to say to Sekon. His voice actor came back for this. He had new lines.
Were you offended by what I told you in Shikoku?
Of course.
Then forgive me. I'm told I phrase things poorly at times.
I did not take it to heart. We all say what we must at the time. You're gone.
A respectable showing, comparatively speaking, of course.
Like how Mitsunari just like outright apologizes. Yes, I'm aware I could have used a charge attack to break the box when I was on his horse. But it was more fun if I kept trying to do the kick. Because it can work, it's just, you know, hard. We done here?
Cool off. I can't help myself. I am compelled to side with the fools who cannot see that the tide of history is against them. This is for you, Hideyoshi.
That'll boost morale. No problem.
History. Can you hear the cries of those who have no voices?
Samurai Warriors 4 Mitsunari would have said, "Get triggered, nerd." Golden Ginkgo. Yeah, it's okay. I guess it's not the guitar. Everyone's favorite, Sekigahara.
September 1600, Sekigahara. The Western Army, led by the Toyotomi loyalist Mitsunari Ishida, and the Eastern Army of the visionary Ieyasu Tokugawa met to decide the land's fate. The Western Army had won the day at Kuzugawa. As they celebrated their victory, however, their scouts reported movement in the Eastern Army's camp. The Western forces were determined to make their victory count. They marched upon their enemy, who waited for them at Sekigahara. It was September 15th, 1600. The greatest battle of the age was about to begin. As one of the Western Army's key officers, Motochika's performance this day would be a major factor in deciding the victor.
Even though I may fall, I will fight to leave my name in history. Chapter 5, Battle of Sekigahara. This land shall be my legacy.
Oh yeah, I forgot the Sekigahara is a little bit different. I see the chat clearly it's not. Yeah, it looks like everyone that was going to defect has already defected. Man, it's a lot of enemies.
Kobayakawa, that traitor. He's put the final nail in our coffin.
What's done is done. We must face the future and not lament the past. You must stay alive and focus on building a new era.
I shall be your opponent.
Getting rid of these cannons first.
I hope I made the right decision. The Western Army is fighting back our forces. Once Otani is defeated, I'll attack their main camp.
Why Otani specifically?
Easily moved by the promise of short-term gain. Turning him back to our side should not be too difficult. You're gone.
Words cannot express.
This is probably going to be the stage where it's most noticeable they didn't get that one generic guy back to voice. Though I think his Etzel voice actor is actually better. You know, the "look out, here I come" voice. Go ahead and go save Yoshitsugu down here.
Look out! Here I come!
You never make things easy on yourself, do you? Always choosing to fight against the tide.
I hate the idea that we cannot change our own fate. That's all.
Yeah? Well, so do I.
And now, Sekon finally speaks to Motochika again.
Look out! Here I come! Look out! Here I come!
You're gone.
Play on, Motochika.
Oh yeah, we have Motochika's Max Muso now. He summons a bunch of flame geysers. Which is appropriate.
Kuzugawa have been lost. I've changed my mind. The Western Army's for me. Then turn around.
Talk about a weather vane. Still, this should swing things in our favor.
You're gone.
A respectable showing, comparatively
I love how Hideaki's just such a bitch, you can actually get him to defect back to you.
It seems Motochika is honoring the promise he made. I must fulfill my side of the bargain. We cannot lose. Advance on the eastern flank and teach that flip-flopper a lesson.
You are gone.
Words cannot express your might on the battlefield.
That said, I still think he switched sides less times than Ming Da did.
I bring news. The Sanada are on their way with reinforcements. Excellent news. We must greet Yukimura with open arms.
I shall be your opponent.
Bye-bye, Nagamasa.
A respectable showing, comparatively speaking, of course.
I shall be your opponent.
If the Sanada are approaching, Hidetara has been defeated. But like Motochika, I cannot afford to wallow in self-pity. Stop the reinforcements from arriving! Shut down their access!
You are gone.
Words cannot express your
Ieyasu's voice actor is really good.
Hanzo! It is your responsibility to ensure their reinforcements never arrive.
As you command.
Like, he sounds somber when talking about his son dying, but when he's giving commands, they sound like commands.
I sense the spirit of the devil in you too.
Now, where is Hanzo? Not on the map. Great.
No one will forget my name.
I shall be your opponent.
You are gone.
A respectable showing, comparatively speaking, of course.
There he is.
Test your skill against my experience.
On behalf of my lord, be gone.
No, not Eke.
Look out! Here I come!
Do you have it in you to fight against Ieyasu?
Well, yeah.
We're little more than acquaintances. We're like-minded individuals. He knows that when I face him, it will be a true battle.
Look out! Here I come!
Let us fight honorably, like true warriors.
You shall vanish amongst the shadows.
Look out! Here I come!
For our Lord, for the countless people who dream of peace, may my bow lead us to the future we seek.
The future I seek is just as beautiful, and I will see it realized.
Time to bring an end to this competition.
Then come, step out from your master's shadow. Show me that you truly believe in what he fights for. You're gone.
I sense the spirit of the devil in you too.
You're gone.
A respectable showing, comparatively speaking, of course.
This does not bode well.
You're gone.
Motochika has a surprising amount of dialogue with people that only have generic lines to respond to him with.
I never did any less than my best.
You're gone.
A respectable showing, comparatively speaking, of course.
You're gone.
Low pay Dynasty Warriors Empires? First of all, which one? Second of all, probably not. Like, I just feel like that would get really boring, like, really quickly. Because, like, every fight in that game is going to be just generic.
Please, tell me what I may do to repay you.
Like, even the story stages in the Empires games are generally just like, here's a bunch of guys, there's a bunch of bases, take them over.
You're gone.
A respectable showing, comparatively speaking, of course.
I didn't realize I needed to get Eke like 5 feet forward. Eke was like flying.
No one will forget my name.
Alright, get moving, Eke. If I were to play one of the Empires games, it'd definitely either be 4 or 5. For Dynasty Warriors Empires.
I thank you for your help.
For Samurai Warriors, I probably wouldn't play any of the Empires. Like, 2, I think, is just really bad. Despite it being dubbed, and having, like, this dub, which is, like, one of my favorite. 3 is just outright not in English. In any form. And then 4... Honestly, I just got bored of 4.
A respectable showing, comparatively speaking, of course.
Now, someone was saying there was a line with Hideaki. Where is he? Oh wow, he freaking charged. I guess I'll see him later. Let's stop by Mitsunari first.
I need help! Now!
Do you hate Ieyasu?
I cannot forgive what he has done. And so, I hate him. Yes.
Hate is a terrible thing.
Wait, are you presuming to tell me what emotions to feel?
Ieyasu is like yourself. He is dreaming of a better future.
So you're saying don't hate him, but use his vision and make it my own, right? I know that. I don't dismiss his vision.
Masamune Date is here.
Oh, hello.
This does not bode well.
Doesn't appear to be any line with Hideaki.
Are you stupid enough to fight against me?
I be your opponent.
Lord Mitsunari, I apologize for my tardiness.
Yukimura, I am glad to see you. I knew you would come.
The tide has swung in our favor.
Perhaps I should return to the Western Army. No. I will wait and watch a while.
Sanada's reinforcement has had an adverse effect on the tide of this battle, but it won't last long. I will strike back at the Western Army with the power of a tsunami.
I like how they're, like, reappropriating lines from Yukimura's dream stage. Like, that's a nice touch.
Words cannot express your might on the battlefield.
Taking Masamune's horse.
I expected myself to go further than this.
You're gone.
Truly amazing.
Ugita, come on. You got taken out by a bunch of peons. Like a punk bitch.
I guess I'll have to conquer the next world instead.
At least he isn't giving up.
Look out! Here I come!
Although even that statement is inaccurate, because the next world Masamune goes to is the Warriors Orochi world. And he just becomes an Orochi fanboy there.
He is right before us. Do not give up the fight.
You're gone. Words cannot express your might on the battlefield.
You're gone.
A respectable showing, comparatively speaking, of course.
Tadakatsu is a pillar of the Eastern Army. Stop him at all costs.
I assume defeating Tadakatsu will get the Mori back on my side. Not that it matters at this point.
My skill will be your last sight on this earth.
No one will forget my name. There is no greater stage than this. History will recall this day. I am grateful to have been a part of it.
Is Kanetsugu here? Doesn't appear to be. So I guess that means Masamune wanted Haseido if he showed up here. But Yukimura wanted Ueda. Kanetsugu's dead and just no one comments on it. And now we're just ganging up on him. That said, his hyper armor gives him a chance to actually fight back at us. Until we get him airborne. Well, someone defeated him, it wasn't me.
Guardian of the Tokugawa has failed to uphold his duty.
The balance of the battle is clear. The Mori must fight for the West.
We have the momentum. Now, we must claim victory.
Can you see us, Hideyoshi? Your dream lives on. The men you raised in your shadow now bear the future on their shoulders.
I like how Hideaki and the other defenders are like in blue.
I'll show you the pride of men from Mikawa. Test your skill against
Like, they bothered to change their colors when they switched to Ieyasu's side, but not when they switched back.
Surrender. I do not want to see you die.
From where does this sudden spirit of kindness spring? If you wish to build a new era, then you must be prepared to bear the burden I have borne. You must prove to me that you are ready for that.
You're gone.
Words cannot express your might on the battlefield.
This one of the generics in the background, but oh well.
task I've undertaken ends in failure.
You're gone.
Motochika, your will was greater than my own. But remember, reason will not always be on your side. You must believe in your cause for the sake of the future.
Ieyasu. History. Can you hear the cries of those who have no voices?
Like how the chat is like so pro Eke. He is just a total bro in this game, though.
Have I changed history? Was I right to do what I did? No. Ieyasu once told me, reason cannot always be relied upon to justify a righteous act. Which is why you must have faith in your own heart.
The hero of Tosa, what is it that keeps you here?
I am listening to the words of those who have no voice. Even after you have all gone, you will not forget your names. You will not forget your ideals. And they will help shape our future.
Yeah, Motochika, you definitely did change history. Jeez. It is ironic that the characters themselves can't tell when they've changed history. We've actually played quite a few of the Xtreme Legends characters now, haven't we?
History will turn before me.
Now we have Nobunaga's invasion.
The year was 1582. Motochika Chosokabe was on the verge of uniting the island of Shikoku under his rule. At the same time, however, Nobunaga Oda was embarking upon his Great Western campaign. As Nobunaga's most trusted retainers were engaged elsewhere, he sent his own son, Nobutaka, to eliminate the threat of the Chosokabe. Motochika formed an alliance with Magoichi Saika and put Nobutaka to the sword at Osaka Bay. Enraged by this turn of events, Nobunaga gathered together the largest army he could muster and set about driving Motochika back. Motochika could do nothing but retreat, but he found himself under attack from Hideyoshi and Mitsuhide as well. Motochika was facing an unprecedented crisis.
This island will not fall before it has died with my blood. Motochika's dream, Nobunaga's invasion. History will not forget my name.
The irony that Motochika kills Nobunaga's son. Also, man, our army is much smaller than it was the last time we played this stage, huh? Yeah, this is basically if Nobunaga took Motochika seriously and came at him with full force. The fifth weapon, swiftly complete all missions and defeat many enemies. Which, let's see, translates to fifth weapon requirements. Defeat Hideyoshi, defeat 150 enemies, complete this within 4 minutes. I assume there's going to be more missions than defeat Hideyoshi. Perhaps I can only reach Hideyoshi after defeating or completing a certain number of missions. Oh well, we'll see.
Lord Hideyoshi is keeping enemy reinforcements at bay with cannon fire. And the Mino Triumvirate are about to claim the enemy main camp.
And with this island in our hands, Shikoku will be ours for the taking.
Look out! Here I come!
They got No's voice actor back for this? Wow. I'm surprised they bothered. But yeah, she outright said to Koku, so.
The cannon fire is preventing our reinforcements from arriving. In that case, the cannons have to go.
Magoichi Saika at your Whoa! You're in a serious minority here. You never told me we'd be this outnumbered. This'll cost you extra, you know.
Look out! Here I come!
I do like Magoichi being paired up with Motochika here. Almost called him Motonari for some reason. You would block, wouldn't you?
You're gone.
Alright, where's Hideyoshi? I actually don't have much time for this, do I? Okay, he's not too far away.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Come on, you're just rebelling for the sake of it. You don't even have a cause.
I rebel for my people, and so that my name will be remembered as one who stood up for right.
All right, so you have a cause. Big deal.
Hideyoshi really loses his way with words when he's not taking, like, the whole becoming leader of Japan thing seriously.
You're gone.
I bow to your skills.
Sorry, I don't feel like dying today. Sayonara.
I shall be your opponent.
That ought to make things easier. No one will forget my name.
I heard this island had no birds, but it seems there is one stubborn bat. Rip his wings clean off.
Alright, well, that was pretty damn easy.
They just keep on coming, don't they?
Of course, it's at the very back end of the stage, so it's gonna be a while before I can actually pick the damn thing up.
You're gone.
Such prowess in combat. Do not disappoint me.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
You're gone.
Such prowess in combat.
Wonder if Hideyoshi says goodbye in the Japanese version. I'm not sure. I pretty much only play these games in Japanese if I have no other choice. Like, even Dynasty Warriors 9 I played in English, and that is the worst dub this series has had. But yeah, 3 and 2 had pretty terrible dubs, but they were the fun kind of bad. 9 was just kind of bad.
Today by the tides of history, but we will record our names in history's ledger, in our blood and in theirs.
You know what happens when you dare to resist the Oda?
I do. But do you know what happens to those who face a people united in defense of their land?
If I have to die, I am more than willing. As long as my life is sacrificed for the sake of this nation's future.
The text kind of glitched there, I noticed.
You're gone.
I am proud.
It went away really quick, but Toshie's name was like messed up there.
No one will forget my name. It's our turn to have some fun. You're gone.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
I'll have my revenge, or die trying!
We must not lose our armored ship. Advance upon the cannons and reclaim what is rightfully ours.
I forgot just how many of the other characters like came back for this game. Did all of them come back? I think Koichi's voice actress also came back, didn't she? She's just not here for this stage, for whatever reason. Perhaps fighting aqua-colored troops to give her flashbacks about the Azai, and she just sort of went catatonic before arriving.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
They seem to be emerging from the southeast.
Well, we should take the marine route over there and put a stop to it. I could do it, but it'll cost you extra.
Like, Koichi, you've done nothing but sit at the main camp this whole time. And you're asking for extra. Also, he said it would cost him extra the moment he arrived as well. Like, Koichi's kind of a scumbag.
You're gone.
I am proud to witness you in battle.
You're gone.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Like, my Koichi is like the cab driver that, like, does 25 loops around the block before letting you out and then charging you for every loop.
Maybe. But a bat stays a bat as long as he still has his fangs. Tell me, where are yours?
Look out! Here I come!
So, Yoshimitsu Saito is, Motochika's brother? That's an odd relation. Just judging from what he said a moment ago.
No one will forget my name.
One thing Motochika's not so great against is, lots of enemy officers. He doesn't handle pressure very well. Not without using his Muso. The shamisen, unfortunately, doesn't have much range. At least not when it's using basic attacks and not, you know, the shockwaves.
You're gone.
Such prowess come.
You're gone.
Finally took care of the ships.
I shall be in better form the next time we meet.
Now, where is Nobunaga? At the top. So I'll avoid going that direction.
Be your opponent.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Have you not left yet?
Weigh anchor. Let's see how the enemy like it from the other side.
I'm already on the other side. You're not even going to be of help.
You have my respect. You have the warriors.
I sense a compliment from you is not one easily.
I dare you to try to take my head.
Didn't the narrator say I killed Nobutada? Or was that Nobukatsu? Or some other Nobu?
In your soul. You're gone.
I am proud to witness you in battle.
I look forward to fighting you again.
Sorry to keep you waiting. You should have no more problems with enemy reinforcements. I knew I could do it. I sure am something, aren't I?
When you ambush the enemy from behind and then see your ally commander standing there.
You're gone.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Let us show Nobunaga how nasty the bat's bite can be.
I was feeling like the bat talk didn't come up in this, but man, in this stage it's showing up so much.
I bow to your skill.
Like he says it a ton in later Samurai Warriors games. To the point it gets kind of grating.
I need help! Now! Test your skill against
Against what? You're at the main camp.
Test your skill against my experience.
I think this is the first time we've seen a purple Kanbei.
Look out! Here I come!
You are gone.
Such proud combat.
No one will forget my name. You're gone.
I bow to your skills.
You're gone.
I am proud to witness you in battle.
Aligned with Nobuchika? Well, I was right next to him and he said nothing, so.
I suppose despite appearances, you have taken your share of lives in that man's service.
Any who stand in my lord's path shall be cut down. Their lives are worthless. So I do not count them.
If they
Damn, what a badass.
Their very resistance gave their lives worth.
Can't take much more.
So Ranmaru was like, no, I haven't killed anyone that mattered.
Must.
You're gone.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
You're gone.
Such prowess combat.
I have failed in my mission.
Don't worry, I didn't kill Ranmaru. See, he walked off.
time you pluck that instrument, it will be for your own funeral.
I think not. I wonder, though, have you any last requests?
So, the little bat throws himself before me.
Say that again when you felt the damage my fangs can inflict.
I need help!
So what was he offended about? The little part? I mean, bats are generally little. Noticing Motochika isn't that tall or anything. And he's pretty lanky.
You're gone.
I bow!
Perhaps I could get to like someone like you.
I guess if that Nana person is supposed to be Motochika's wife, that means they didn't really have, like, an army color planned out for the Chosokabe. Considering she would have been created for the base Samurai Warriors 2 game.
I thank you for your help.
You came to me.
Must stay strong.
Retreat. Interesting.
You're gone. Today belongs to us. But how long can we hold out? However many waves may strike against these shores, I will resist. Even though it may cost me my life, I shall ensure that my name lives on. My name has been made on the greatest stage of them all.
It's a bird. No, it's a plane. It's a victory screech. I would love to hear a victory screech from Motochika. Look at that! Ah, that is the best weapon in the game. Fatal Echo. It's a fucking guitar with a skull at the end of it. That's so fucking metal, and of course it's a death element. And what else would it be? Yeah, definitely keeping this. I will never destroy that one. And I got a demon orb. Nice. So, who do I play next? I'll try to stream tomorrow, but I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to, because I got something I have to do like as soon as this is done. And I have something to do tomorrow as well. I've been busy on the weekends lately. Oh, I didn't even look at the stats on the weapon. I didn't really care. But you can make this one awesome. I probably will at some point. Agile Sound, that's the voice production group. You are some of the most unique sounding names I've ever seen. Motochika, Bob Aubrey. For a guy named Bob, he has a badass voice. I love it. If I could make my phone, like, translate everything into his voice, I'd do it. In a heartbeat. I looked away from the chat to look at the credits. I have to scroll up now. Okay, let's see. Hanzo, Yoshihiro, Katsuie, Sakon, Nagamasa, Sakon, Oichi, Sakon, Ieyasu, Masashi, Oichi, Hanzo, Nagamasa, someone I haven't played yet. I choose to count that for Akuni. In which case your vote has now been wasted, because she has no story mode. Masashi... Sort of all over the place, although now, towards the bottom, I'm seeing a lot of Nagamasa. I think Nagamasa won out, although Sakon's really close. Okay, so I guess we'll do Nagamasa next. Though I wanted to do Oichi before Nagamasa, just because, like, Nagamasa has a way better story, and Oichi's are very similar. But, fuck it. I'll do Nagamasa's first, so yeah. Next will be Nagamasa. Anyways, thanks for watching the stream, and I'll see you guys next time.